What's up, guys? Give me 1 second to pull my channel up here so I can poop out the chat. We're going to get this kicked off. Actually, gotten quite a bit of people asking questions on my old Hubsan videos, which makes me want to make this video. So that's what we're going to do. Over the past, give me 1 sec here. Let me pop this out. Where's the stupid? Hey, Joseph, what's up? There it is. Pop out chat. Excellent. Make this a lot smaller. Pull my Google Hangout window up and compress the window a bit. There we go. Mike, what's going on, dude? Watching from Australia. Oh boy, the down under. Oh, it's all kangaroo. It's good to have you, man. Thanks for popping in. Yuguni, what's up, dude? How's the weather out there? It is warm. It's Florida's hot time and rainy time, so it's rainy and hot. Breaking the silence. What's up, guys? We're going to wait till a few more people come in, but if you're just getting here, smash the like button, please. I definitely still need it. I am having a very hard time getting out to make videos right now because I am extremely busy at work, and it's been raining a lot on my days off, which makes it extremely hard to make videos when it rains. But today's topic is Hubsan, and I'm going to explain to you why we're even talking about Hubsan, because most of you know I am not a fan of Hubsan. Used to be, but I'm not anymore. For those of you that have been following me for a while, please stop. But yeah, sorry, let me refill my vape pen here. We got a good topic to cover. It's been a while since I've had an opportunity to talk Hubsan stuff, so we're going to get into that. And then I'm going to ask your guys' opinion on what you think is going on. So, let me see. I know it's really late, so it's kind of hard to find people to come in, but we already reached 5, so we're not doing too bad. So, I guess I'll start into a little bit of a backstory. Merge me in. I will show you an accent. You want to come on, man? I'll let you come in. Maybe you want to come in here and talk Hubsan with us. There you go. Pop on in here. For those of you that are going to pop in, there's the link. Just know that I do have a topic to discuss, so we can't reach too far outside the boundaries. We have to get this kicked off within about 5 or 6 minutes of starting this stream. So there you go. Come on in the Google Hangout. Try to be respectful. Watch the language. Family-friendly content. All that good jibbery, jazzy stuff and greatness and stuff and things. So, down to 3. I will go into this topic regardless of how many people are here, because I know tomorrow it will get watched. So, oops. Suppose I should have been paying attention to how long I've been online right now. Oh well, it is what it is. Back up to 5 people. And still waiting. No Ryan. Ryan didn't pop in yet. What's going on, Ryan? You coming in or not, bud? If you're coming in, come on in, brother. Ah! Oh, I almost tipped my chair over. That would have been a fun ride right into the glass table. Manic. How's it going, brother? Well, nope. We got 6 people watching, and I think it's time to get this kicked off. Manic, you're more than welcome to join us. Okay. He said, no, it's late here. All right, well, I'm going to get this kicked off. Manic, if you want to join the live chat there, brother, the Google Hangout is, the link is up in the thing there, buddy. Feel free to join me. So over the past week, I want to say week, a lot of my original Hubsan videos randomly spiked again, and I can't figure out why. And then it hit me. I remember seeing a video from, even though I don't like to mention the guy, QC, the QC guy. For those of you who know, his name is Chris. We're not going to give out his last name, but he is the QC guy. He was doing a lot of stuff with Hubsan. I think he got himself slightly burned out too. Mike B in the Heezy. What is up, my brother?
What up? What up?
And we got Manic in here, so we may actually have a good panel to talk about this. Manic, how's it going, brother? Oh, no audio yet. Can't hear him talking. Oh, I think he's trying to talk to us, but I got nothing.
Get in here, Ryan. I don't want to hear none of this. It's too late.
It's too late stuff.
There's Mel, get in here. We need you, buddy.
Oh, 400 AGL. Yeah, let's get Mel in here. Mel, the link is posted above. Feel free to pop in here. Good. We're getting a good. This might actually be a good panel to discuss this. This could be fun.
Could be fun.
It's been a while since I've had an opportunity to talk Hubsan. And by the way, Manic, I still have no audio for you, sir.
It's all right. I'll get there.
Oh, you're kind of there now, but you're very weak.
Yeah, I'll bring the volume up.
Okay. Let's see if Mel wants to come in. Oh, boy. It's going to be fun. Mel, how's it going, bud?
What up?
What is up, my brother?
From another mother. Keep it clean now.
We're trying. Poor Drone Man Productions. That guy lit me up, man. He went back to Chris and he blew me up with Chris. Mike. Oh, we got the man from down under. All right, I'll stop. Oh, that's a cute drone you got on your shoulder there. What's his name?
Yeah, that's like a trained drone.
How is everyone?
I'm doing good, man. Wow, you got sunlight there.
Yeah, it's the middle of the afternoon over there.
Talking to you from Australia, from a city called Surfers Paradise. So
wow.
You get on the Google and look up Surfers Paradise. You'll know exactly where I'm talking to you from.
Interesting. That's awesome, man. Well, feel free to jump into this. For those of you guys that just popped in, I assume you read the title of this live stream. And I'm gonna have to say that I think they just closed the California branch for good. I could be wrong on that, but they fired a lot of people at the Hubsan branch. And all my videos the past week for all my original Hubsan stuff for the past 3 years have been getting massive amounts of people asking, is the company done for? Which would lead me to believe that the Chinese side of things is also having a problem. So I highly doubt all these people reached out to the California branch. So that means if they're having just as much problem getting hold of China as they are the California branch, something major is going on with the company. Would you guys agree with that, you think?
Got to get Roland in here. Come on, Roland.
Yeah. Is Roland's in here?
That's cool.
I'll drop the link again.
Morning for him.
Unfortunately, I know diddly squat about Hubsan.
Right. And I think that's the case with most people.
Like you could put it in, it would fit in a thimble, you know?
So is Hubsan the go by the name of Unique also? Unique?
No. Unique is actually one of the bigger competitors for like DJI stuff. They're one of the people that still kind of compete in that realm. They're not quite there, but they're still one of the higher companies. Hubsan is more like a beginner's quad, kind of jumping into the first phases of getting hobby grade with your drones.
Yeah,
but they
more
also
toy stuff.
Yeah, they also run a massive part of the toy market too. So I think the company is not failing. I think they're just done pushing the aerial photography side of the market. I think they're going to probably push more for toy end of things. David Smith, this is a big panel for a midnight stream. Crazy.
I've always been a huge fan of the Unique products, actually.
Yeah.
I think they do a pretty reasonable job at making something a little bit more than consumer. Always been a fan of the Uniques, but obviously DJI has taken over, and I can't imagine anything's going to be better than DJI. But yeah, I've always had a soft spot for the Unique stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I've had Unique products. They're not bad. They're Q500, the little gaudy, and it's a big bird, but it does what it sets out to do, so can't hate on it. But Hubsan is more like a starter quad. You know what I mean? Like They're the ones that made the Xeno, the Mavic kind of style look-alike drone. Have you seen that at all, Mike?
I have, mate. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So
they
that's the
have it
company that.
on
Yeah.
I wish or whatever that website is all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they wanted $500 for it. Now the thing is down to $250. I'm assuming that their sales did not go as planned, and they are trying to recuperate any part of that they can. I would
think they
say,
should stick to something, do it really, really, really well, and not try too hard to get out of their comfort zone.
yeah. Don't you think that's kind of a big price drop in less than a year, though? $250.
Absolutely. I remember with the DJI stuff when when it was the DJI Phantom 2, and then all of a sudden within months, the price had dropped $500 and everyone would be screaming. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mike, you got anything you want to say about it?
It should have been priced at $250 to begin with.
I would agree
It
with
be
that.
down to $125 now.
Guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I've got to go pick these kids up from school, so we'll catch you guys another time. Enjoy your afternoon. It's 3 p.m. here in Australia, so yeah, we'll catch you all again soon.
Aussie.
Thank you for popping in, brother.
Okay, man. Catch you soon.
All right. Manic, do you know anything about Hubsan products?
No, not really. Only what I watched on different reviews and that, and I stayed right away from them.
Okay.
I did a little review on one of the little Hubsan toy drones, and it was given to my channel to give away. Well, I flew it, if you could call it flying it.
And you gave it away.
And I gave it away. Yep.
Or did it fly away?
No, I gave it away. I actually put it in a box and shipped it to the winner. But
gotcha.
I was able to get it off the ground. I was able to actually make it fly, but it was so uncontrollable.
Yes, we've been known to see that problem happen again and again with Hubsan products. They have a knack for flying away and having inconsistent firmware that doesn't function well.
That's why I stopped doing reviews.
Yeah. And I would get it moving in one direction, kind of on a level plane, not climbing or going down or sideways or anything. And then I'd turn it and bring it back toward me, and it would either climb or drop.
Barometer.
No matter what I did with the stick, it's like, okay,
Hey, that wouldn't happen to be the H107D Plus model now, would it?
Don't know about the Plus, but it might have been the 107. I'd have to go back and look at my video now to see if
they originally had the H107D, which was strict manual flyer with stabilization, and they also had manual mode. And then they had the Plus edition, which had altitude hold. Almost the same quad.
This was supposed to have altitude hold.
Right. And I had the same one, and it would do this weird thing where all of a sudden it would just shoot straight up under its own power and then like come back down. And then I would try to fly it, and then it would hit a little wind, and the barometer would sporadically make it go all over the damn map.
Yeah.
And so,
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So that's probably the H107D Plus. It was a really trash quad that they probably never should have made. It was in beta. They released it.
And in fact, I kind of remember that even though I'm an old fat guy, I'm still kind of quick on my feet because I did have to duck once.
Oh my gosh. Roland is right. So they canned Annie. They got rid of Kevin. They got rid of Shally. Like all the people that I used to know, all their tech support people are gone now. They fired them, like just gone. Bye. After like 4 years of being their major tech support side of things, they just kicked them to the curb and sent them packing. And now if you try to call the California branch, nobody picks up. If you try to call the China branch, apparently nobody picks up. So what has really happened to this company? What took place? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to make of this. Did they fail? Are they just having a legal lawsuit right now and they're not getting back to anybody while they try to hammer out something big? You know what I'm saying? I'm curious now what has really taken place with this Hubsan, because as far as I know.
Obviously, none of us know. So
Right. Right. Well, I was kind of hoping somebody would be able to come in here and maybe shed some light in the comment section or something, and if they've had a better idea of what's taking place here.
Well, I can come up with a pretty good story. If all you want's a story, hell, I mean,
Yeah, make it gory. There's got to be some gore in there if you tell this story, okay? Somewhere along the line, somebody has to get hurt horrifically, all right?
Okay, my duck was unsuccessful, all right? That's why I look like I do, okay?
Okay, here we go. Major Hazard says, I know you're not a fan of Hubsan, but closer is a bad thing for drone community. Most first drone production batches have issues. Yeah, but Major Hazard, you have to understand, every quad they've ever produced has had a problem. It's not like it's a hit and miss kind of thing. This is a problem they have had from the get-go with almost every single bird they've had. They don't know how
even the Xeno isn't wonderful.
Yep. Dude, they released a firmware update that caused it to just fall out of the sky for no apparent reason. That means proper testing wasn't done on the firmware before they released it. I'm sorry.
Not.
Who does that? And they did the same thing with the 501S. Tumble of death. Remember TOD? They installed a failsafe so people, when they would fly in GPS mode, were fine. But if they put it in altitude hold and they bank to a certain degree, the quad thinks it's rolling over, so it would shut it off and become a dead stick and fall out of the sky and smack into the ground. That was a failsafe they introduced into the firmware themselves. Tumble of death. Crazy, man. Company just has a sad, poor history of releasing beta quads to the public. It's like we're the guinea pigs for them. That's what it feels like.
We're the testers of the product.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Not had no problems with 501. I'm not saying that there aren't good. I'm not saying that some of them didn't have no issues. Okay, of course there's going to be some of them out there that worked fine. My 501S had no problems either. But if you saw the 15,000 emails I got in less than 3 months from people that did have problems, 15,000 people in 3 months. I was doing tech support for the company. I wasn't even getting paid for it when I was doing Hubsan stuff. 15,000 emails. I answered 17 and got exhausted, and I called Shally and I said, Shally, I can't help these people. This is something you guys need to commit to. We got drones just falling out of the sky for no apparent reason. How am I supposed to answer these people? You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to say to them? I don't know.
See, the problem is DJI are so far in the game, it takes a lot of a challenge for all the other companies to try to catch up with what they have on the market at the time. And so they rush it, and where DJI's already got it on the shelf before they present it, where they're already trying to catch up.
Right.
So they use us as the guinea pig.
Yeah. Totally, I would agree with that. Now, here's an interesting point. Now, that is a solid point, Major. Major Hazard said, think they're leaving us due to trade taxes. That might
not likely.
I highly doubt it's a big enough taxation for them to not want to sell in the U.S.
Yeah, that would be
that would
pennies or less than pennies per unit.
If that was a problem, they would just pass it on to their customers.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Right, they'd push it off on the shipping price.
And people tried to blame the tax crap on the late release of the Mavic too. When they were going to release it, and then they pulled it back and then released it at a month or two later or something, whatever it was. The new Mavic 2 series.
Yep.
And I think didn't the Osmo Pocket have a delayed release as well?
Yes.
Just like this release they're doing right now. I mean, they got the action camera probably coming out on the 15th, and that was supposed to be the 23rd of last month originally.
Somewhere last night it was someone was reviewing or showing the camera.
Yeah, that was on my channel.
And that's what the new GoPro style thing they're going to be releasing soon.
Supposedly, yep.
Right.
Does it look like the one that you reviewed, Mel?
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
It's along the same lines, about the same size. But what they did is they took they took their, you got it upside down. They took their lens technology and cured the fisheye problem that GoPro has. So I don't know. I had Sean on last night too, Sean Oz, and he said that for the fast moving action stuff, like snowboarding down a slope, some people want that fisheye thing. And I don't know. I don't see the attractiveness of that. But is that a word? But anyway,
use it anyway.
Yeah,
I think there's a time and a place for fisheye, and I do find that when it does come to, I mean, they call them action cameras for a reason. I do find that they are great for up close and personal shots, but there's something to be said about having a wide angle lens when a snowboarder launches off of a mountain jump.
Well,
and
yeah.
He does a front flip, and you get this massive broad image of the entire roll while he's going. You know what I'm saying? From his perspective, that to
How
me.
do you do that again?
Yeah. So, but you see what I'm saying? Like, that's why they would consider action cameras.
To the gods of wide angle, right?
But see, I never understood why they didn't do this. So I have the GoPro Hero 4. You can change the lens on it, right? But later on, they introduced a mode to this, a update for 5.0 that allowed you to put a flat horizon on it through digital image processing, which actually works really well. It gets rid of the total fisheye lens altogether by putting it in linear mode. Okay. And I never could understand why they didn't push that with the rest of the GoPro series. That way, if you didn't want to change the lens, but you still needed flat horizon for a shot, you could just activate linear instead of wide angle or medium angle shots. Right. So GoPro 4s, I have a bunch of them just for that reason, that they can do that. Sorry, let me put the cat back on here.
Well, my understanding is that, good night, Adrian. My understanding is that it's going to be the camera. And my first thought when I saw their new image, Unleash the Other Side, right? Definitely going to be something for underwater. So my first thought was they figured out a way, and I wouldn't put it past them yet, to do an untethered drone that would go underwater.
We talked about that. We were starting to talk about that.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's an action camera that'll go underwater.
Huh.
Yeah, so this new camera is going to be, it's either going to have a sweet case, or it's going to be waterproof or water resistant to a certain depth, you know, like the GoPros are.
Interesting. And still transmit a signal back?
No.
Oh.
Just record right to the SD card.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And this is not unsaid. This has been said elsewhere, but there's also supposed to be another drone coming, and I don't know if it's going to come on the 15th or if it's going to come on the tail. But you know how DJI sometimes likes to build one thing up and then dump two things on you.
Sure.
So there may be a drone coming.
If I had to take a guess, just me being the thoughtful out there individual I am, I know there was so much interest in the Spark, even though I think it was kind of a beta bird that was the design for the Mavic Air. There was so much interest in the Spark that I have a feeling if they do, it's probably going to be dropping the Spark 2 on us.
They may call it a Spark, but it's going to be bigger than the Spark, smaller than the Air, folding legs, better camera, longer flight time.
Like the Spark Plus.
Maybe a Plus,
or maybe they'll call it the Volt.
Yeah, don't know what they're going to call it, but that's what I'm hearing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I would call it the Gigawatt. DJI's new Gigawatt.
Gigawatt.
Is it giga or giga? I thought it was gigawatt.
Well, it is gigawatt, but Doc Brown called it
1.21 gigawatts. That's true. He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He never said giga. He said giga. 1.21 gigawatts. Great Scott, Marty. Oh my
At
god.
88 miles an hour precisely.
Yeah, yeah. There's that word again, heavy. Is there something wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull in the future? Doc, man, that's heavy. Makes me want to watch it now.
Well,
Oh
while
my
you're
gosh.
watching that one, go ahead and watch my movie too. I made a really good one.
Ah, yes. That was actually a pretty good imitation too.
I do the best imitation of Forrest Gump there is. There's just
That
no
was
doubt.
fairly good imitation. I got to give that to you. Yeah, that was solid.
Mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get.
Because you already got the redneck in your mouth, like I have.
They told me to run. They told me to run, so I started running, and I kept going and going, and I did not stop except once I stopped because I had to go.
That is so true.
Oh my god. That's when he actually remember when the t-shirt the t-shirt came out where he comes up to him looking for a catchphrase and he steps in a big pile of dog poo. He's like, "Man, you just stepped in shit." He's like, "Well, shit happens." I was like, "Okay." Perfect.
I got to meet the president. I showed him where I got shot in the buttock.
On the buttock. So I got to give a shout out to Jerry. This is the hoverboard for Back to the Future, the 1/5 scale. Jerry is actually printing me a Marty to go on this, and then I'm going to have it custom painted, and then I'm going to add drone parts to the bottom of this to make it fly. So we'll be flying Marty around. He got a Marty, a 3D printed Marty, all the way down to 16 grams. And I don't even know what this weighs, but I don't think it weighs. Oh, God, that's the second time I'm almost falling out of this chair.
Careful, I know people that have attacked chairs.
Yeah, right? Let's see what this thing weighs in at here. Let me zero out the scale. This actually weighs more than the Marty that he's sending me. This is 21 grams. So 16 and 21. We're at about half the weight of a GoPro now. So I think most of the small drones with decent little battery setups should be able to fly if I tear the chassis down.
So you're talking 37 grams.
Right.
Here's something that you can use that's only about maybe, I don't know, I don't have a scale, but if I was going to guess, I'd say about 10 grams. Can you see what that is? I don't know. You might have to lock the camera on me for a second.
It looks like a stand.
For the Mavic 2 or whatever?
Yep, it's the attachment for the Mavic 2 that you snap on the top of it with a 1/4-20 thread stud sticking on it so you can thread stuff to it. What you need to do is get you one of those and then strap old Marty and the hoverboard onto a Mavic, and then you don't have to worry about the weight.
The idea is to make it look as official as possible, though. You know, I got to make it really, really small so that it's hard to see the drone parts. What do you think?
I think it's still going to look like a drone with a Marty stuck on top.
Well, that's what everybody thought about the DeLorean with the inverted motors. But once I put the motors upside down, it became pretty official.
Well,
right?
yeah.
No. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, but see, the DeLorean wheels came out and folded down, so that actually kind of fits. The hoverboard has to just be smooth.
I was going to go with clear props and try to get a small as possible frame on a 450 battery pack. So it should be all pretty well tucked away. But I'm going to try to group the motors as close as I can together so they actually look like the hover plates on the bottom.
Okay.
And then we'll see if we can get it to fly. Now, it may need to be wider for stability and CG.
I was going to say it'll end up being top heavy, and
so
which will be okay. That'll actually be okay. Just reverse the voltage on the motor, spin them backwards, and fly Marty inverted.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
What was that? What was Grandpa Marty? He was hovering around inside the house upside down or something.
Yeah, the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. Yeah, where he's sitting in his wheelchair and he's like rolling across the ceiling and stuff to eat pizza. His hair is like hanging and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, that was it. That was the Hubsan topic. I just wanted to know if anybody knew anything more than I was trying to come up with. So now it's just a hangout. Hi, guys.
Well, I learned more about it when I got in here than I knew in the first place. So, because I didn't even know they were closing down or seemed to be.
It would appear that might be what's actually taking place. I thought they were just going to close the California branch, but now I have to assume there's, like I said, more going on because they can't reach the Chinese branch either. So, all these people are getting super worried. They bought drones that isn't going to have any backing,
Yeah.
That would be a real hell of a way to go out, man. I hate to say that, but that's happened a couple times to people that purchased. Karma being the biggest one, I think.
I know a guy that still flies a Karma and he uses it for real estate.
Yeah.
His name's Kelly, and he actually has pretty good luck with it, except when it falls out of the sky.
He did crash it out of the sky once.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, and believe it or not, they replaced it for him.
And it was on record, so you actually seen it spin while Flemington.
Yeah. You remember the TV series $6 Million Man? Mm-hmm. Remember the intro for that where he's flying that shuttle and he's like, May number 3 pitches out. I can't hold altitude. She's breaking it. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Ken Herron put that audio with Kelly's crash and he plays it together with the video, and it's hilarious.
Oh, you're talking about Kelly, Ready Set Drone Kelly.
No, I'm talking about Kelly Green.
Oh, Kelly Green. Kelly Green is.
He's Ken's old DJ partner. Oh. From the radio station where Ken works now.
Dan, did you kill Hubsan? I didn't kill Hubsan. Hitler killed Hubsan. Listen, I just made the editing for the video. I didn't kill the company. Mel, that reminds me. If you want to see a funny video I made 3 years ago, look up Hubsan Hitler video.
All right.
It's good.
Just prepare to laugh, dude. They didn't find it as funny as I did.
I could
They did not find it amusing.
So
it went all the way to Sam, the CEO of the company. That's how fast the video blew up. But wow. That's when everybody turned on me. I was known as the bad guy after that.
Well, there's Ken did a review on the X Dynamics thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It lands, it loses signal, it comes back, returns to home, and lands all by itself, and it lands hot and hard. Okay,
I saw that.
And the prop flies off the damn thing. So.
Mm-hmm.
Ken no sooner gets the video posted and they call him and they're like, hey, how you doing, with the drone? And he says, well, yeah, I got the video done. And they said, already? He said, yeah, you might want to go watch it and then call me back. And they were like, okay. They've yet to call him back, he said tonight.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you why. A week ago, I found out they were going to send it to Ken. And I told them, you are making the biggest, no offense towards Ken, but this says something about his caliber as a person. I said, look, if you send it to Ken, you're sending it to one of the biggest DJI people out there. And you're asking a DJI fanatic to rate your quad. The first thing that's going to happen is he's going to nitpick everything that happens. And that's good that he does that, but at the same time, it's horrible for your company. Okay? Ken is going to do it in a way that's very Ken-ish, but is also going to be slightly eye-opening for the people that are thinking about purchasing it.
Well,
Ken did exactly that.
Brian Fannery's review, he did like four-part review on it. and it was basically the same thing. His result was basically the same thing.
I haven't seen anybody that was complimentary of that drone. Even if they tried to sugarcoat it, you can see flaws in it with everybody.
When it first come out a year ago, Bo Lorenz was talking it up like it was the next best thing since sliced bread. But they've done some changes. They backed off on some things on it, I think, since the one he got, and it really just isn't all that in a bag of chips too.
So Tuesday, I sent them this, right? X Dynamics. This is what I sent them. I sent them Ken's video, and then I said, I really hate being right, but maybe next time you'll listen to me. Thus ends the X Dynamics run in the drone market. When you're ready to get put back on track with some fresh minds, a fresh set of eyes, and a new team, go ahead and look me up. I'd be more than happy to take your flawed product and revamp it for you.
Wow. I do like it.
I couldn't be any more honest with them, man. I told them a week ago what was going to happen. They didn't want to hear it. Oh, Ken's going to do us great decency. Oh, well, all right. You don't know Ken then. Good luck.
I like Ken, but I know he will be honest about it.
Well, it's hard to be dishonest when you fly at 400 feet away, it loses signal, comes back and lands, and a prop flies off.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's all on video. You can't hide it unless you just don't post that part of the video,
Right.
But I don't know.
I heard Jerome gives the best toe. You tell Brian I do give the best toe. Yeah. Glistening big toes all over the place. You know what? I feel really bad for Roland. Do you guys know what happened to Roland's channel, man?
Yeah.
That's really sad, bro. I used to love going in there daily and just watching all the FPV pilots and some of their great footage up there, but they hit him with spamming, man. That's crazy. And this is what I was trying to tell everybody. Even though that wasn't his intention, was to get a spamming hit, all the people that are just, and this isn't against Roland, because I don't think they watched all of Roland's content, because Roland will not he'll start his show like that, and then he'll actually get live with people and go from there halfway through the show. I think they were a little hard on Roland, and I'm actually going to see if Roland's up for appealing it, because I think they need to finish watching one of his shows, not just take it at face value for the first 20 minutes or 30 minutes of the stream with him showing FPV stuff. At some point he gets enough people in there that they start a panel and then they go, and I feel like that's really unfair what they did to Roland. Now, if Roland just did a stream the whole time and it was nothing but just videos playing, you know what I'm saying? Well, then that's viewership, but you're not putting out real content. You know what I'm saying? And that's what YouTube's trying to do away with. I think they just happened to hit one of his videos where he may have just done a stream like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was busy or whatever, and then they spammed him for it. And so I think if you appeal that, Roland, you'll actually probably get your channel back, and just explain to him, like they have, if the bot screwed up, they have a real tech person that will come in and review it. So just tell them your points of, tell them your points that you're trying to make here. And normally they'll see it at face value. You just got to give them an opportunity to have a look at it. Not just a bot, a computer. Let a person actually view it.
Yeah.
Did you restrict them for 3 months or what?
Permanently.
Permanently?
Yeah.
That's what they've done.
Damn, that's horrible.
Hi, Shannon. Sorry, guys. I know we've been kind of blowing off the chat here.
It's supposed to be part of the duplication rules that they have. They think by duplicating it, they think it's spamming. Comes under those rules, they claim.
Yeah. Brian says he loves your toe. Oh my gosh. So this is the Paranormal Nation that's popping in, Nations 13 right now, giving me shout outs here. Ghost Mafia, Jojo Walker Unplugged, Nations 13. Brian. All good people, guys. If you want good family, subscribe to them. They're amazing. They will help you out through everything that you ever need, man. They're just good people.
So can Roland start a new channel, or
how's that?
Can Roland start another channel without restrictions, or what?
Well, I mean, he can start a new channel, but he'll have to start all the way over from scratch again, I think, unless he gets, if he decides to challenge it, which I think he should.
I think he said he did, but they came back and stuck with their decision 3 minutes later.
And the poor thing about Roland is that he's already had a 3-month strike.
Oh.
And that was about the time when Bell had hers.
Oh, I thought he said that was his first strike that I was reading in the comments. Let me scroll back.
He had a 3-month strike previously, and he had to wait till his channel came back, and that was for a different reason altogether.
Wow, we got 21 people in here.
That was permanent, I believe. But Roland can speak for himself, I'm sure.
Yeah, he says no. I don't know when he said that, so I'm not sure where that comes into play yet. They striked me by new rule. I can go live if I want. Oh, but so you can go live, you just can't do any shows anymore? What? I don't understand how they're... Oh, on the new channel.
Oh, on the new channel. Okay. It's only what Roland said the other day, I believe, but he may have updates.
Brian Lobb finally bought the Xeno. Well, man, you may be wishing you hadn't done that if Hubsan did walk away altogether. Oh man, I'm really curious to know what's happening with Hubsan now, because I assume there's a lot of people that purchase their products. It's like Wingsland. Wingsland just walked away altogether too, man. All these companies are doing that. They sell all these drones and then they just walk away and disappear and act like it never happened.
I believe they call that re-enterprise.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the price does drop down to like a 1 1/4. I'll take that thing and put it up in the air and blow it
up. Yeah, some Terranite. Tannerite. Yeah. I always say it wrong. Tannerite.
Tannerite.
Yeah. Even though I think it's illegal to strap explosives to it, but
isn't that a product they have in printers?
What's that?
Isn't that a product that they have in printers?
Tannerite? I hope not. I'd never get another printer again.
If you shoot a printer, they'll explode.
Well, I'm going to buy a printer right now on eBay and we're going to shoot it.
Okay, I thought you'd be in. Because I seen a video where they were shooting those office printers and they just absolutely explode because they got a product. I believe it's Tannerite.
Shut your hole.
In their toning, in their toner.
Well, I know someone that this next week is going to, and I don't know if it's going to be a guy from the sheriff's department that shoots it, but they're going to strap some Tannerite to the bottom of a drone. They're going to put it in the air, and then they're going to have this sharpshooter shoot it.
Oh, well, I think it's good, man.
And they're going to add a little bit of diesel fuel to it, he said, to make it really go boom.
They're adding diesel to the printers because the toner's got this product in it for setting agent for the printing process. And by combining that and shooting it, it'll explode.
So what do I need to do? I just need to buy a printer?
And some diesel.
Well, okay, but the printer has to have what? A cartridge with it?
Mm-hmm.
Does that be a specific color?
Well, the trouble is the cartridge that you would have to get, I think, is for those big commercial office type printers.
Yeah. Yes.
And you're not going to spend that kind of money to get the toner cartridge style printer.
What they did, there was this a company that had printers, and they had to replace all their printers. So they got the staff together for a party, and so they did a after office party. So they had the rednecks. They all got their guns and their diesel, and they had the barbecue and the drinks on them, and started shooting up the printers. It was quite complicated.
This one's 29,000. Will that work?
I'm sure it will. So they weren't just the printers out of your own personal office.
Dan,
yo,
let me just save you a lot of grief. I'll post my
funny though.
I'll post my PayPal email in the chat there, and you can just drop that 29 grand in that PayPal, and you know.
Oh, I was gonna start a GoFundMe just to blow up a printer. Anybody in?
And then you won't get arrested for, you know, illegal explosives or something.
True.
You got to do your homework.
Just take and put you some kind of actuator on there, and you know, have something that pierces the battery when it's up there in the sky, and have the battery just burst.
That's what I should do.
That's its own explosive right there.
I should do that. Buy a printer, strap a 4S LiPo battery to it on a full charge, and pop it with my CO2 gun.
There you go.
Boom.
I know what happens to a 4S when you shoot it with a 357 Magnum.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You better have a fire extinguisher handy.
Yeah, well, we've done a lot of testing on my channel with those batteries. I've put them in those LiPo bags and burned them. I've done all sorts of craziness. I've never shot one with a CO2. I have a dual canister CO2, so the pellet that comes out of it actually has the same travel rate as a 38 special. So I don't know if I'd want to get hit with my with my BB gun. I think it would rip a hole through me and keep going. But yeah, it's an angry little. We bought it just to kill toads. I think it was excessive. I probably could have bought a cheap one.
I don't know, man. Some of them toads are tough.
Yeah, we got big toads up in north of Australia. Cane toads. They're big mothers. They're poisonous.
Yeah, that's what we got here.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, we got big old king toads here. I've shot them. It's fun.
The cane.
You shoot them in the head, and they just go, and they just fall. And then they twitch for a second, and it's over.
Pretty much anything you shoot in the head just twitches a little and falls.
Yeah, but it's fun because the toad is normally mid-hop. And when you hit them, they just go straight as an arrow, and they just, like, slump. It's crazy.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like deer, they just kind of collapse, but this thing just like I've never had one not like throw its arms and leg in full extension in a straight line and just fall. It's definitely interesting to see. Look at me, we're talking about killing toads on my channel now. Where did we go with this? See what you do to me, Hubsan.
You start.
It's always Hubsan's fault.
It's Hubsan's fault, man.
I can see that.
Well, on that note, I think I'm going to pull the plug, fellas.
I hear you, man. I'm not quite tired yet, so I'm probably going to stick it out for a while.
Dan, Manic, Mike, y'all have a good evening. Everybody in chat,
you're always welcome here, Mel.
Well, I appreciate that.
Mel, this is how much I believe in what you say because I know.
Hold that still. Oh, that's an Ekin. Okay.
The Ekin H9?
Because a mate of mine says no, he's going to go GoPro. I said, what? It cost me $43, right? I said, if it fails, it's only cost me $43. I can't afford $700 for the latest GoPro.
And it's a great dang little camera. I got two of them.
Yep.
I got a H6 and an H9, I think.
Yeah, I got two of them, and where he's going to stick out now for the DJI GoPro lookalike, and I said, "Well, go for it." But I said, for a cheap camera that's I think's adequate, I'm happy with it. So thanks, Mel.
And by the way, you're welcome. I think the DJI camera, if it comes out, if that's what it really is, it's going to be about half the price of the GoPro. So you're going to get all that quality for half or 2/3 the GoPro price.
Now, is that with that natural flow motion or whatever the heck they call that really crazy stabilization stuff thingy?
Yeah, same thing they do with all their other cameras.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So it costs up $700 in Australia for a GoPro Black 7.
Oh, geez. Here in the States, they're like 400 now.
Yeah. 700 is the cheapest.
I got to step away for about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
Good night, Bill, if you're gone before I get back, but I'll be back shortly.
I believe I will be, because I'm fixing to hit the X in the top right corner.
Manic says he's going to perform magic while I go make chicken nuggets.
How are you going to make chicken nuggets?
Well, I guess I'm going to miss it then.
It's all right. Something about pulling a Hubsan out of a hat. It's all good.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that would be boring anyway.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Talk to you later.
Have a good one, Mel. Later.
Yeah, Mel. Thank you very much.
I went I went show me your action before GoPro or DJI.
What was that?
Adrian says I went. This is the Exomi Yo action before GoPro or DJI. That rose up. That was me speaking alien. How'd I do?
I don't know. It sounded alien.
Yeah, slightly. How long you had the Xeno, and did it come with the latest when you got it? I'd be careful messing with firmware, guys. I do not trust Hubsan firmware at all. That was the biggest mistake people seem to make. They started tampering with the firmware, and all of a sudden the bird went bonkers. If it works, don't mess with it. I have learned that through Hubsan products. Well, yawn machine. Let's see here. So, Manic.
Yes.
What have you been doing with yourself, bro?
I've just been buying stuff and tampering with my art studio. I just bought a Yeti mic for $60 American.
Very nice.
With a boom stand as well with it. I got it from an auction that where packages are broken. So they basically refurbish them, test them, and see how they go before they put them on eBay. So I got it cheap, but it's unboxed. It's been so if it works, I'll be happy with that.
There is nothing wrong with that.
Yep. So I was lucky that I got that. So that's probably one of the last things that, other than 2 more lighting, because I've got like lighting like that up there, both sides, and I'm going to 2 more behind me. The big screen TV. There you are, handsome fellow. I'm going to put more green screen on that wall there. So, and then a little bit more green screen over there. And I've got to just soundproof the ceiling yet, just so the studio's how I want it. So I can hopefully build out some tunes as well down the track.
Gotcha.
Because do a little bit of parodies or something like that, just to add a little bit of depth to my channel.
Sure.
Because I've on OBS with my art channel, and it's becoming very shiny. And with all the what I can do with the OBS, it's going to be magic. Because with my art channel, my ultimate goal is to get to the stage where I'm doing silicone masks and costumes out of my art, as well as prosthetic costumes, where they're made from acrylic, and made with epoxy resin. So I want to do like space age robot style. So I'm going to dress my dog with a epoxy resin costume, so it look like a robot, like a animal attack robot, that style. So Space Age. So instead of having the robotics, I'll have actually a dog puppetering it, so that it looks like it's real, but it's all going to be shiny and reflective and metallic. So that should be fun. And I want to dress up my drone with battle gear.
Well, that's awesome.
So I want to try to make the drone like it's a chameleon. So like, you know what I'm trying to describe, where it's like spaceship-like.
Right.
So I've got all these ideas that because I was a sculptor by trade, a stonemason sculptor.
Gotcha.
So, and with clay, and that's with clay, it's a lot easier than solid granite. Because when you make mistakes, you can't go back. So yeah, I'll intermesh all my ideas with my drones and my art and whatever, and my prosthetic puppetry.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is. And I used to do a lot of explosives and stuff like that with my pyro background, but I want to incorporate that later. That's expensive. Yeah.
I have no idea. Hey, Jake Rock Workshop, I don't know what you're saying. La professor habla epoxy aloso quadcopter utegra uturu no nesta la bogla amigo tequilo.
He's speaking Vulcan.
That's amazing. Live long and prosper.
It sounded Vulcan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I wish I could understand that, Jake Rock. I'm sorry. They need it now. You've just now made me want to ask for a translator for the comment section. I think I'm reaching out to YouTube tomorrow.
Is he trolling you or is he serious?
Nah, I think he's being, I don't know. No, I think he's being serious.
Or is he having fun?
I mean, I can find out what he said real quick. You want me to do that?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Do. I just told Wonder Woman I'm going to eat her cat or something.
Did you say cat or did you say pussy?
Exactly. What the heck? Paste. Yeah, good luck with that. Let's go to translate. That did not work out. I guess I need to translate it. Stupid thing. Stupid thing.
If you put it through translator, will it pick up what language it is, or do you have to actually put in the alphanumerics to whatever language it is, like Greek or Latin or
well,
German?
I'm gonna see if it can determine it for itself.
That's what
I set it for detect language. The professor speaks. Epoxy LOS quadcopter. Another and another. No Nesta. The friend bag quiet. All right. Well, that was pretty darn close.
The friend bag quiet.
Yeah. He did. Bag quiet. Hey, Ghost.
Pew pew pew.
Hey, Ghost.
What's up?
Give us some Cartman. Right meow.
Right meow.
Right.
Hey, PK.
I love Cartman.
Yeah, kitty, that's my pet.
Oh man, the cards falling are pretty awesome. All right, how about some Hank Hill?
Damn it, Bobby! I told you not to fly them goddamn drones so freaking close to the propane tanks. Now look what you did. I'll tell you what.
Lewis, what's up? Oh, I'm assuming it is definitely Spanish, and the translation came out horrible. So he must be using some slang in there with it.
Okay.
Translated to dog hand.
Dog hand. Elephant Putaki party. What? I hope I never see an elephant Butaki party, bro. RC dude, what's up?
How you going, RC dude?
Proper said, "No, kitty. That's a bad kitty."
Yeah, kitty, it's my papa. Yeah, kitty, it's a big kitty. Man, kitty's being a dildo.
It's so amazing. I wish you could do Saddam Hussein, bro. Hey, come on, guy.
A vagina is like a taco. Yummy.
Holy mackerel. Not for serious race. Su tengo un poquito information con DJI, not for serious race. The Jake shop is mind-blowing me right now. Well, it's good. It's good to have you in here, Ghost. I was wondering if you were going to pop in at some point.
Yeah, I was lurking.
Were you?
Yeah.
You should have come in. You should have come in and done the Little Nicky Reverse Chicago record when you popped in. I am Lucifer, and I command you to shed the blood of the innocent.
I command you to go out and shed the blood of the innocent.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, guys.
Oh, you said El Taco Original or Es Grande Mint Mayo? No. I'll have the taco, please.
And hold the mayo.
Hold the mayo.
Oh man, if I seen that drone, I'd ask for your big glistening toe.
Yes, I give the best toe.
That's what I heard.
Oh man,
I'd ask
Taco
for your
mayo.
big glistening toe.
Oh, Jojo, we're getting a lot of back feed. Oh no, it's Brian.
Big glistening toe.
Oh, Jojo, we're getting a lot of back feed. Oh no,
Hold on a second.
Brian.
Brian, you got to mute your
your
YouTube
stream,
feed, brother.
Hasta luego, amigos.
God.
Hasta luego, you filthy animals.
I forgot I had the stream on, so I muted it. Good.
There he is.
Dude, I don't know if I can get past this. You look so basic, bro.
Right?
He's got that Yoder beard. Got that thing going on there.
I gotta get rid of, like, I wanted to get rid of the big beard, but then I was like, this looks so fucking weird.
It looks like he's got okay, you know how in the band they wear that big hat with the chin strap? It's like he's got the chin strap, but he doesn't have the big band hat.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so these are part of the paranormal guys I was telling you about. This is Nations 13. For those of you that don't know the Nations 13 people, they are amazing. So you guys should make sure you're typing into chat so people can subscribe to you while you're in here.
Oh, hell yeah.
What's up, Manic?
How you going, mate?
Good to meet your acquaintance, man.
Same, likewise, mate.
Yep.
Oh, this is your first time actually meeting Magic?
Yeah. I've never actually met him before. I've seen him in and out of chats and that, but never really met him.
I was going to say, this is the first time I've been up on a panel with him, too. I've been up here with Mike before a few times, but
he gets around.
It's
awesome.
awesome.
Good thing Red Kryptonite's not in here, man. RK would be like, buttholes.
Yeah. He's constantly doing that.
Oh, it's just Jojo behind you. Hi, Jojo.
Hi, sexy. What's up?
Yeah.
I got to stroke your ego just a bit.
Just slightly. Don't stroke it too much. Weird things happen.
His girlfriend will get jealous. Oh,
Gonna
man.
be stroking. That's what she'd be doing. She'd be stroking.
Oh my god. I gotta stop hanging out with you guys.
What? It's not us.
It's not.
I didn't start it this time.
I did.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah,
fault.
I'm gonna say you look like Patches McCoolahand with the thing here.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that Patches O'Houlihan? Wasn't that the guy that had the?
I don't know, like the short beard that went around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, and Grizzly Adams had a beard.
Wasn't it Joe Dirt where he was like, does it actually grow in all white trashy like that?
That's awesome.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh,
We're so
man.
bad, bro.
So bad. Oh, Ghost.
That's crazy. Anybody got any good Chuck Norris jokes while we wait on Mike to return?
Well, I ain't got any. You're the Chuck Norris pro, Drone.
Well, I'm waiting on some new ones, man. I come up with them all the time.
I had somebody, I was on Boomer's live stream the other day, and somebody came in. They was all telling jokes, and the guy came in. And he says, "Did you hear the guy that wrote the Hokey Pokey, that song Hokey Pokey? He died, and his funeral took 21 hours."
Yeah.
He said they put his left foot in, they took his left foot out.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's actually pretty good, man. That's a good one. 21 hours. Wow. Oh, man. I wonder if he actually did die if they did that to him.
Right.
Oh, that'd be messed
I
up.
would have.
God, could you imagine? I could imagine. That's the problem. That's the real issue at hand here. I pieced that together in my head. Dark Side Mazda said that's a good one. Dark Side Mazda? I've never seen you before. We shall now go to your channel. Go to
See,
channel.
in America, we call it Mazda, but in Canada, it's Mazda, right?
Mazda.
We'd say Mazda here in Oz.
Oh, you drive a Mazda, huh?
Oh, you drive a Mazda, eh?
1 subscriber. All right, I shall subscribe and turn on the bell. He flies a Mantis Q. Last upload 6 days ago. New channel. If you guys have not subscribed to the dark side, make sure to make your way over there.
Yeah.
What do you say? Why you should never wear Russian underpants? Because Chernobyl will fall out. Aha! Oh! Oh, gee. Oh, my.
Chernobyl fall out.
Wow. Oh. Woo! Ric Flair did a dance. Woo!
Because Chernobyl fall out.
Hoo. Ah.
All the ones on the web, Drone, you already know already.
Right.
That's why I had to start creating my own, bro. I had to, dude. I was like, Chuck Norris once killed 20 people with a grenade. That was before it went off. Yeah.
Chuck Norris once killed 20 men with a grenade and never pulled the pin.
The pin. There it is. There it is. I was like, don't you got to start those with like Chuck Norris is so badass? Chuck Norris is so badass. He once killed 20 people with a grenade and never pulled the pin. Chuck Norris is so badass. When you walk into his house, there's a bear for a rug. The bear's not dead. It's just afraid to move.
I like that. I like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Chuck. What is it? Dude, some of them are really dumb. Like Chuck Norris doesn't go swimming. He just allows water to be around him. What? I've seen a lot of crazy things in my life. I've seen magicians walk on water, but I have never seen anything until I saw Chuck Norris swim through land.
Chuck Norris is so fast he can run around the world 10
Kick
times.
himself in the ass.
Himself in the face 5 times.
Some of them are good. Chuck Norris. Go ahead.
Chuck Norris is too fast for fast food.
Oh my gosh.
Chuck Norris caught all the Pokemon from a landline.
You said from a landline?
Yeah.
Dude, that is badass. That's straight up OG style right there.
Did you hear that he beat cancer?
No.
Yeah, with his 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
see, I created that other one last week just for you, Ghost. I created the one where, like, remember I was talking about the spirits?
Yeah, but I don't remember what the joke was.
Yeah, I said you guys were talking. You were having your spirit talk, and I was like, ghosts don't exist. They're just people that Chuck Norris scared out of their bodies. The souls of the Chuck Norris stare.
Everybody's vaping. All I hear is...
Chuck Norris eats ice cream in winter.
Chuck Norris what?
Eats ice cream in winter.
Oh, yeah.
That's craziness.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I used to come up with a bunch of them, man. I used to love coming up with the Chuck Norris jokes, but then everybody was like, oh, okay, we're all Chuck Norris out. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stop telling the Chuck Norris jokes then. They were pretty good, though. I'm bringing it back, just like the word wizard. I'm bringing it back. This generation needs to know what Chuck Norris is.
Look, Chuck Norris is so badass. Did you know he invented the lightsaber? Yeah, he wanted the Jedis to have at least a semi-fair advantage.
Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet. He scares the shit out of it.
Manic, you're not getting into these. Where are you at, bro?
I'm getting into them. Yeah, I like them. But they're a bit like dad jokes, Chuck Norris jokes.
They're what?
Yeah, I had to make up that Jedi one just for you, Drone. Because
thanks, man.
Star Wars and Chuck Norris.
Well, I
worlds right there. You know,
I did tell you that I already bonded the Star Wars world with Chuck Norris. I told you Chuck Norris has been in every Star Wars movie ever to date, and he's reprising his role for the next movie. he plays the Force. Duh.
The Force. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a force, man.
Which goes along with the one I came up with.
I did love the bear joke. The bear for a rug. I like that one.
The what?
The bear for a rug with Chuck Norris.
The bear for a rug. Yeah.
I like that one. I really do.
Yeah. So if the stories are true, man, Chuck Norris and Superman once had a fight together. The rules were whoever loses the fight has to wear the other person's underwear on the outside of their pants. I guess we know who won that battle.
Oh.
Manic's like, yes, yeah, creative, yeah, I like that. Yeah. Uh-oh, we got Chuck Norris.
JoJo's.
Yeah, that one's been around for a while too. The Chuck Norris does not wear a condom because there's no such thing as protection from Chuck Norris.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Chuck Norris is so badass. God has to ask Chuck Norris if he can go on vacation.
That's hilarious.
You know you made a mistake when Chuck becomes your boss.
Yep. More of a mistake when you're late for work.
We started telling Chuck Norris jokes, and people started dropping out of here like flies.
Hmm?
Like, oh, okay, 80s are coming back around, I guess. It's that time to montage.
If you can see Chuck Norris, he can see you. If you can't see Chuck Norris, you may only be seconds away from death.
Oh man.
Oh yes, yeah. Then we all know the rattlesnake one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was in the Expendables 3.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They did tell the rattlesnake
Yeah.
one in the Expendables, didn't they? Yeah.
Chuck Norris told the rattlesnake one. How badass was that? He told his own Chuck Norris
His
joke.
own Chuck Norris joke. Yeah. He was like, well, if truth be told, the snake bit me once, and after 3 days of agonizing pain, the snake finally died.
Yeah. Heard that a long time ago.
Manic's getting a kick out of some of these.
Yeah, I do like it.
Chuck Norris. Has
Yeah,
already
I
been
used to come in.
Why there's no signs of life up there.
Yeah.
Jojo.
Chuck Norris has already been to Mars. Yeah, that's why there's no signs of life out there. There is no theory of evolution. Just a list of animals Chuck Norris allows to live. Yes. Oh, yes.
The Darwin law.
Yeah, I used to tell the joke when I'd come in. I'd be like, yo, I'd pop into somebody's live stream and I'd say, yo, I just came from Chuck Norris's live stream. He just got done counting to infinity. He says he's going to do it again tonight. That's badass. I say if Chuck Norris counts to infinity again on another live stream, his subscriber button needs to just turn into a worship button. Manic's like, You know, Manic, they used to name a lot of streets after Chuck Norris, but they had to stop because, unfortunately, everybody that crossed Chuck Norris died. And we know that you don't cross Chuck Norris and live, so can't name streets after Chuck.
Crop circles are Chuck Norris's way of telling the world that sometimes corn needs to lay down.
Dude, somebody made that when the Signs movie came out.
For sure.
That's when that one popped up.
Most people have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Chuck Norris has 72. And they're all poisonous.
Roland. Oh, we got EBR in here.
He's a good quad pilot, he is.
14 Andy. Lame.
The quickest way to a man's heart is Chuck Norris's fist.
I like that one.
Oh, gosh. You know why Chuck Norris never shaves off his beard, right?
I've heard this one.
Because he'd give away his best secret. There's definitely a fist on his chin. EBR in the house. I'm chucked out. Buenos noche. All right, Major Hazard.
Major Hazard.
Yeah, we're just kind of killing time now, having some fun.
Police label anyone attacking Chuck Norris as a code 4511, a suicide.
Oh my God. That's funny. Oh, geez. See, if you guys are stoners, I'd tell you a stoner joke, but none of you are stoned right now, so it wouldn't make any sense. If you're sober, you don't get it. If you're stoned, you instantly understand. That was a go ahead to light your bowl there, Manic.
Not everyone that Chuck Norris is mad at gets killed. Some get away. They're called astronauts.
Damn, dude. Oh shit. Let's see here.
Chuck Norris can bake a cake in the freezer.
Oh,
Chuck Norris is so badass. He's the only guy in the world that can slam a revolving door.
No.
I get it. Not.
God, you got to ask yourself, how did these jokes even start? What got, like, because you gotta think, all of it is based on kill count for the movies, action movies, and kill counts. Why were there never any like Rambo jokes told? You know what? We need to look into this. Let's look up Rambo jokes and see if anything compares to Chuck Norris.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, or Steven Seagal jokes. There you go. So we need. Let's see if they actually make a line of what's his face that plays Rambo.
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone. Let's see if they have any Sylvester Stallone jokes.
I was going to say there's only one joke for Steven Seagal, and that's Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal, exactly.
I was going to say that, and that's him.
Yeah, no, him and his Aikido.
Actually, he's actually a police officer in real life.
I know.
He's also an accomplished bluegrass musician.
Yep.
He plays the banjo, and he actually plays it really well.
Yes, but he lies. He lies a lot about Bruce Lee and ever meeting Bruce Lee. Like it's been gone through time and time again that his stories and his time references that he gives don't add up for what was taking place with Bruce Lee. So pretty soon, man, you tell enough lies, people start to pick up on them, do a little research. The next thing you know, Steven Seagal is known as the liar.
Well, he is Bruce Lee is the ultimate.
What's that?
He's the ultimate.
Yeah.
So if you're a liar, you're gonna pick someone like him, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would.
that's right. It's like Michael Jackson or someone like that have got a high, record of being talented.
Oh yeah.
He's talented. He can play the banjo, but he's no Steve Martin. Steve Martin was like one of
Steve
the.
Martin, he can play the banjo, Steve Martin.
Oh yeah, Steve Martin is like essential. He's like one of the top banjo players of our time.
I own a banjo from 1903, an antique.
Rambo is simply Chuck Norris disguised as Sylvester Stallone playing tag.
This guy says Sylvester Stallone announces Rambo 5. Get ready for the title. Rambo 5, Last Blood, will portray his toughest battle yet, getting an appointment at the VA hospital.
People created automobiles to escape from Chuck Norris. Not to be outdone, Chuck Norris created the automobile accident.
Oh my gosh. All right.
The meteor shower, Chuck Norris grabs a bar of soap. It's freaking incredible, man.
Team Coco, Sylvester Stallone jokes. Okay. And funnily enough, these jokes went nowhere. Apparently, Chuck Norris is the only one that got his lineup of these. I wonder if there's Arnold Schwarzenegger jokes.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, but the punchline is, I'll be back.
Yeah. Put that cookie down now.
It's not the tumor.
I used to follow his weightlifting system. He used to follow the Weider. Weider was a famous weightlifter, and Arnold Schwarzenegger endorsed it. And back in the 80s, I used to do the weightlifting Weider program, and I was doing quite well at the time.
Yeah.
Scientists believe the world began with a big bang. Chuck Norris shrugs this off as bad gas.
Oh, this is good. Arnold Schwarzenegger has commissioned an 8-foot bronze sculpture of himself. There's even going to be a maid in charge of polishing it. Oh my. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Arnold Schwarzenegger was seen wearing a t-shirt that said, "I survived Maria." Maria Shriver was seen wearing a shirt that said, "I survived twins, end of days, and jingle all the way." Oh my god.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
Ooh, some of these are good.
That was creative.
I think they should have added Last Action Hero to that, though.
Yes, yes.
That movie was so cheesy.
God, that was so cheesy.
Last Action Hero is cheesy.
Well, when Arnold has to use the bathroom, I guess he'd yell, "Get to the crapper!
Get to the crapper! Go now!" Oh my.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is.
How many times has Arnold actually said, "I'll be back" in his movies? Because there's several of them, isn't there?
Yeah, well, he says it. I think it's said in almost every single Terminator movie he's been in, except for the first one. No, he says, "I'll be back" at the police window in the first one.
Yep.
He said it in The Running Man, and then Richard Dawson goes, "Only in a rerun." That was like the best.
God, that was such a goofball movie too, man. The Running Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it too.
I don't understand why they had to dress him up like a giant yellow sperm and make him run around in spandex.
I think it's funny that they kept casting him and Jesse Ventura in the same movie. I mean, they were in The Running Man together. They were in Batman.
Predator.
They were in Predator. Yeah.
Yeah. Blizzard's in here.
Yeah, in Batman, he was Dr. Freeze, and Jesse the Body was one of the guards outside of Dr. Freeze's door.
Oh, I never watched Batman.
That was the one with Batman. I think it was Batman and
Batman
Robin.
and Robin. That's the one I chose to totally not watch because it was horrible.
That was the one that
George Clooney played the worst Batman ever.
Alicia Silverstone played as Batgirl.
Yep. And what's her face? Oh no, she was in the first one. Yeah, Poison Ivy. She was
Poison
in
Ivy.
Poison Ivy. That was what's her face? Uma Thurman or whatever.
Uma Thurman, yeah.
I couldn't get into the Batman movies. I couldn't get past the series. I like the series so much.
Yeah. Actually, the first Batman movie was good. And so was the second one. The Batman and Batman, what was it? Batman and Batman Returns?
Yeah.
And then we got, I actually, and I hate to say this, but I actually enjoyed Batman Forever. Even though it was kind of a weird Batman rendition, I have to say Jim Carrey played the perfect Riddler. And so did Two-Face. He did an excellent job.
Tommy Lee
Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
But Val Kilmer was my least favorite Batman. And the one-liners in it were horrible. Like, I don't know, man. I don't see Batman as becoming a funny comedy, really. He's always been a very serious character.
Yeah.
When Nicole Kidman's like, "Oh, stick around," and he's like, "Dry fireman must take off," I was like, that didn't hit very well. And then every joke after that didn't hit very well. And okay, this is not good.
I think Michelle Pfeiffer did good on Catwoman.
Yes.
Yeah, I do agree.
And
somehow.
what was the name? Danny DeVito.
Yep.
Perfect penguin.
Perfect for the penguin. Yeah.
And Jack Nicholson. I loved Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Oh, of course.
All right, Drone. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I gotta hit the sack.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be staying on here much longer.
Yeah.
It's 2, and I gotta sleep and wake up and do all that fun jazz.
I've got to host a poker tournament in a couple of hours.
Oh, fun stuff.
Yeah. We've got 10 dealers, and it'll be a fair bit of work.
Heck yeah. Well, for those of you that finished out the stream with us, thanks for sticking around, even though the ending was kind of. But yeah, we had a good time, I think.
Yeah, just hanging out.
That's all it was. I just wanted to
chilling out, hanging out.
Had further information on Hubsan and see where that was going. So, but that's it, Mike. I'm glad you're back, but you didn't really say much.
No, I was just listening to the Chuck Norris jokes.
Gotcha.
He said a little bit of the Hubsan thing.
Yeah, we'll have to revisit this after we find out more about what's going on. I really hope they didn't bail on everybody that just purchased all their drones. If I was them, if I was anybody looking into Hubsan products, I would avoid them until you find out what's going on first.
Well, especially if there's rumors, because where there's rumors, often there's some truth behind it. Is that how this game works?
Yeah.
I think they were really counting on that Xeno to be their
bread and butter.
Yeah.
And it didn't take off very well.
Yeah.
Yep. I concur. I wonder what their investment was in making the Xeno and if it actually hurt them to make it and not sell a bunch.
Oh, sweetie.
I would be curious about that, but that's for a later time.
It might be the end of Hubsan. Who knows?
Yep, maybe.
Yeah, they'll just come out with a new model.
They've been trying. The best drone they ever came out with was the 501S, and then they tried to capitalize on that, and it's never worked since. They just continue putting old tech in their birds, and they really needed to revamp their idea and start over from scratch. And
well, you know what they're going to do? They're going to start throwing money at one of these other creators from another company to get them to switch over. Then they'll come out with some new design, and who knows whether it'll be any good or not. But that's what they'll do. I mean, last ditch effort. They're going to try to steal one of the designers away from one of the other companies. That's what always happens.
Yeah, that's kind of what Colin Gwynn did, isn't it, with DJI and 3DR Solo? I feel bad for 3DR. Colin left DJI because they didn't see eye to eye, came over to 3DR, built the drone. 2 years, the drone tanked in the market. Colin left all the problems to 3DR and went back to DJI.
Well, if he wasn't satisfied with DJI before, he ain't going to be satisfied with DJI now. He's liable to go over to Hubsan.
Now he owns part of CEO. He's one of the CEOs of DJI.
Yeah.
Interesting how that works. Oh, well. But guys, it's been fun. I'm yawning. I'm calling it.
Catch you good people later.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again. And we decided to start a little late. We've been at this for 2 hours, so I'm tired.
Yeah. I've got the rest of the day. I've got busy.
Sounds good. Oops, sorry.
Had a 7-hour tournament.
Well, get to your tournament, man.
I will.
Ghost.
Later.
Thanks for stopping in, brother. Manic.
Yes.
Mike.
Yep. Hey, everybody out there, remember, don't friends don't let friends fly Hubsan.
Yeah. Yes. Truer words have never been spoken. I just want to say that. All right, guys. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew.